What's up, y'all? This your girl Queen Sauce Cream. I'm back again with another video. Shout out to all my old and new subscribers, my members, and my moderators. This video we're going to be is concerning Summer Wells case. Alright. We'll be talking about what Mary said Don told his father about Candace putting Summer in a septic tank. So let me go ahead and give a little PSA. If you are sensitive or, feel some type of way strongly for these people that you do not know, okay? Because we keep it real over here. And we stand for the children or the victims of the case. So if you have an issue with any of these, you might want to go and click off now. I'm just giving a quick PSA. Okay? Alright, let's get into it. So Mary said that Don told his father Candace put something into a septic tank. And the question is this true or false? Another question, why now? We got 7 months into this investigation. Okay? First, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start with Mary. Okay? Because you brought this to the YouTube streets and you brought it. You said you already told TBI. When did you tell the TBI? Because you said this was told to you a couple of months ago. Okay? So, Mary, when did you tell TBI? Okay? That's a valid question. When did you tell the TBI? And you said this was told to you a couple of months ago. You had forgot. And then all of a sudden, you remembered. Now, I'm trying to figure out how did you forget when these whole 7 months, everyone is looking for Summer Wells. So how did you forget something as serious as her possible whereabouts where we could find little Summer Wells when we've been looking for her for 7 months? So I'm trying to figure out, how did you forget? Okay? And that just don't sit well with me. That don't sit well with me. And I really don't care who like it. It is what it is. It don't sit well with me. It don't sound right. And if something don't sound right, over here, we're going to let that be known. So, is Mary credible? We know that she's allegedly a SA victim. But does she show descriptions of a SA victim? All right. And I broke this. I've always kind of been side-eyed with Mary. I spoke about that before in a video when she came out with her YouTube channel. I gave my opinion on that. And she's still been in the YouTube streets on multiple platforms. talking, being involved with Don and Candace, and a SA victim at the same time. So, that's not credible to me. You're losing credibility with me. So, I want to compare Mary and Jeannie. Okay? Jeannie came out beginning with some of Will's with missing, as well as you, Mary. And she did her interview, told her story early on the 7 months. Chris McDonough, she told it with him, broke everything down, he interviewed her, and then she stepped back. You could also hear in her interview, she was choked up. She had a hard time. You could tell she was really affected by what had happened to her. Okay? And she doesn't deal with Don Wells at all. Okay? You don't hear nothing about her having phone calls with Don, having phone calls with Candace, going back and forth these 7 months. She gave her statement on what he did to her. Don admitted what happened and what he did. And she went and filed charges, and she stayed off of the tube. She stayed off the tube. She wasn't hopping from platform to platform, doing none of that. And you could also tell that she's having a hard time dealing with that to this day of what he did to her. Okay? You could tell she's still suffering. She doesn't care to communicate or nothing with Don. And then you have Mary, who is in contact with Don, has been regularly within these 7 months, has no problem talking to him, multiple platforms talking, and has a YouTube channel. She also immerses herself into this case and forgets to tell us, I guess, very important information. Now, those are the facts of what I've seen in these last 7 months. Jeannie is more credible than Mary, and that's my opinion. I believe Jeannie has a more chance of getting Don arrested for SA. There was more done. There was a lot done to Jeannie for a long time. Also, you can tell she's still suffering. And she's not... when you are really a victim, or somebody really hurt you, you're not going to want to see them, talk to them. I don't care if they're your family or not. You're not going to want to have nothing to do with that person. And I don't see that with Mary. And I'm just keeping it real. Then I asked myself, why Mary all of a sudden remembers where Summer can be possibly located. Like, all of a sudden she remembers. When this whole time we've been trying to find this baby. Like I said, it's odd. It's very odd to me. It doesn't make sense. Then we have to ask, okay, so if Don actually did tell his father that Candace put Summer in the septic tank, and being Don's dad has Alzheimer's, is he a credible witness in court? Some jurors will have a hard time believing the father being of his disease. Okay? Alzheimer patients are not good witnesses in court, whether they're telling the truth or not. Sometimes they have problem with details. They have problem remembering certain things, times of things. They're just not great witnesses. Okay? So his statement wouldn't hold weight. Okay? Does Don's dad even remember what he said if it was told to him these couple of months ago? Does he even remember? And will he attest and say, yes, Don told me that? See, I have a hard time believing that Don's father would side with Mary. In the past, we've heard Don's dad cutting off Mary, upset with Mary for coming out about the SA. He was mad with them. Jeannie obviously doesn't care. She didn't want to deal with her family anyway. So it didn't matter to her. But Don's dad, I remember there was a time, like I said, I've been on this case since day one. There was a time where Don's father, as Mary said, was upset with them and did not want to talk to them because they came out and spoke about Don. So do you really think he would come out and say, whether in court, to law enforcement, yes, my son Don told me? I do not believe the father would, because he would want to protect Don like he's been doing all of these years. Even with SA, he's protected Don. He threatened to leave their mother if they went down there and pressed charges on Don. So do you really think Don's dad would take Mary's side over his own son? No. History, things that's happened in the 7 months, tells me he would not side with Mary. Not at all. And I don't even think Don's dad will remember it, being that it was months ago and he has Alzheimer's. I would even doubt he'll be able to recall what he told Mary. Now, law enforcement said they checked all areas, including the septic tanks. So how credible can this be? So was the septic tanks checked before Mary was told this? Was Don playing games with his father if he told him that? Which I'm not sure if Don told him anything about that, because he know at some point, he knows his dad has Alzheimer's. He probably wouldn't be able to keep anything. Or he might would have, thinking my dad's not going to remember anything because he has Alzheimer's. So it's a 50-50 if Don told him or not. We would never know the truth. We would never know. Now, could some have been moved after the septic tanks have been checked? Yes, she could have been moved after they were checked. People go back and move bodies all the time. So, depending on when Mary was told this information, if law enforcement already checked the septic tanks, and she said she told law enforcement, in my opinion, should go back and check those septic tanks, because possibly she was put there, moved there, depending on the validity of this information. Okay? And it's just to make sure, Like I said, we know people move bodies all the time to keep from being caught. So whether it's true or not, this is odd to remember months later, and Mary is not credible to me. But still, law enforcement should check into this. 7 months in, and we still got information, hearsay, neighbors, friends, yada, 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 coming out, bringing out information that sadly has not led us to Summerwell still to this day. Since family want to be out talking 7 months still, throughout the whole 7 months, Mary, have you thought about trying to get the boys? Has anybody in the family, in Summer Wells' family, Don Wells' family, Candace Bly family, is there any family members that wants to stand up to the plate, try to get the boys out of CPS custody, and try to raise them? I have not heard that. I have not seen that. I have seen nobody try to fight for the kids that are here, that are alive, that's in the system. So what? Y'all just gonna let them be in the system? Y'all just gonna let the boys be in the system? I just want to know, is there any family on Bly or Wells' side that will ever step up and try to get the boys? So you never hear about that. That's important information. That's something that could save their life, so they might in the future don't have to be split up, separated. Do you have a better chance with decent family than strangers? Let's talk about the real stuff. Where's Summer? Will all these rumors, stuff forgotten, all the statements and friends, when will that stop? Neighbors, when will that stop? Will Don come out and debunk Mary? Will he come out and talk bad about her? And yeah. Y'all know Don is good for that. These last 7 months, he's came out, debunked, or argued, or attested what was said. So is he on his way out? I mean, he got his ex-co-workers out talking about him. He got H's father out talking. It's good. It's a lot of people out talking. So with that being said, with all that being said, is Don on his way out? Is Don on his way out? And all of this that's not leading to Summer is bringing what? More drama. More drama. And at the end of the day, a lot of people's credibility is being shot more and more. And we are starting to see who all these people really are. What's their motives? Why are they coming out talking? What they're saying, is what they're saying really true? Does it have any weight to it? We're starting to see more and more. People's motives, their credibility is being shot. Everybody's talking about everything else but Summer Wells being found out here searching. When last time somebody actually been seen out looking for Summer Wells? We the people want to know. If we ain't talking about finding her, then why are we even talking at all? If we ain't talking about a search party, why are we even talking at all? We just bringing up chitter chatter. That ain't bringing Summer Wells home. I'm just saying. We starting to see who people are, their motives, their credibility, and it's sad. It's sad, because it's about this little girl right here on this screen. It's about Summer Wells. You see them divers dabbing. Where's Summer? It's your girl, Queen Talks Crime. I'm out. I'll be back with a July Day video. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. Peace.